Shakur, from a personal standpoint, how has fatherhood changed your life in the last 6 months? What have you learned about yourself? How's that changed you?
It's definitely changed my life in a big way. I feel like, especially having like a little girl, it's different. Like, I feel like my daughter look at me in a certain way that nobody else look at me. Like, I walk in the room, she get excited, smile on her face, and it's definitely a different feeling. Like, I miss her right now. Like, I ain't gonna be able to see her for 8 weeks, but it's all worth it.
Is that extra motivation now at this standpoint, now that you have that perspective of being a parent?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. It's extra motivation. I gotta provide for her. I want to make sure I come home a winner and I have 2 belts around my waist and all that. So I want to be WBC champion too. So at the end of the day, it's definitely a lot of motivation to that.
Yeah, for sure.
And Shakur, sometimes southpaws they're not known to have as dominant a jab as orthodox fighters, but you do.
Yeah.
Is that maybe one of they call that the best punch in boxing? Is that a big key to winning this fight? Is just having a better jab?
I mean, it can be, but I think a big key to winning this fight is going to be who won it more. I feel like I won it more than him. I feel like skill going to play a part, and I feel like I'm way more skillful than him. So I feel like I'm going to show out April 30th.
Interesting talk about wanting more, because he's known as, you can't want it more than Valdez. He fought 10 rounds with a broken jaw, you know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still got to look at it like he had a lot of miles taken off of his career with all them wars that he done been in. How many wars we done seen Valdez in?
At least half a dozen.
At the end of the day, I can't get him out of there. Like, that's a big possibility. So I think that y'all should start looking at that.
Yeah, it almost sounds like you want to show us even more in your bag on April 30th.
I mean, we're going to see where the fight go, but I'm telling you, just don't count me out when it comes to that.
Anything else you want to say to the fans?
Nah, just tune in April 30th. Stevenson Valdez, biggest fight in boxing. I'm turning to a superstar. Let's do it.
Oh, I do gotta just ask you though, Canelo Bivol, is that a tough fight for Canelo?
I ain't never really watched Bivol, so I can't really tell you. But when I watched him, he was a solid boxer. But right now, you got to be great to beat Canelo. I feel like only the great fighters will beat Canelo. Like if Andre Ward was still boxing or something like that, I would say Andre Ward. But other than that, I don't really see too many people out there.
Well, I saw you mention
around
Benavidez.
His weight. Oh, Benavidez, yeah, Benavidez. That'd be a good fight though. That'd be a real good fight. Other than that, I don't see nobody else like around his weight that really could compete with him.
Thanks, Shakur.
Gotcha.
Thanks, brother. Good luck, April.